Hi everyone, I'm Radha Sisodia. So today's topic is coordinate geometry for 4024 mathematics. So we are going to discuss about coordinate geometry in this video. Now the first thing we need to study about coordinate geometry is the concept about the coordinates. What are coordinates? So it is one of the branches of geometry where the position of a point is defined using coordinates. As you can see, you have already seen in Google Maps and you're familiar with this logo also. Okay, what it shows your location on the specific point. So the location is shows by a coordinates. Okay, but in coordinate geometry we'll be only discussing about the x and y coordinates. So this is all the Cartesian axis over here. This is x axis and this is called the y axis. So let's suppose we have a point over here which is b, and I want to know the coordinates of b. So I'm right now I'll be on the origin over here. So I moved 3 blocks for like x, and I moved 5 blocks on the upward direction or vertically. I have traveled 3 blocks horizontal movement, and I have done 5 blocks vertical movement. So the coordinate will be written as 3 comma 5. First we are supposed to write x, and then we are supposed to write y. Okay, so now you know the like how to identify a coordinate, how to write a coordinate. So p will be 3 comma 5, and the other coordinates also given to us, which is 0 comma minus 1. Now the first thing we need to do in this thing is to find the distance between these two coordinates. Okay, now you're supposed to find the distance between these two coordinates. So what you're doing in this thing is, you have two coordinates, you have a and you have b. So you can take this as the first coordinate and you can take b as the second coordinate, or you can do it reversely. You can take even this a second coordinate and this as a first coordinate. It totally depends on you. The answer will be exactly same. There is no problem with that. So what you are doing over here is that because a is the first coordinate, so I'll write this will be x1, and because it's y over here minus 1, it will be y1 because it is the first coordinate. Now b, you will be writing x2 and y2. Is that clear? Now we are applying the distance formula to find the distance. Now the distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square and a square root on it. Okay, so what we are supposed to do is we are supposed to put down the values of x2, x1, y2, y1. So we know that the value of x2 is 3 and x1 is 0. So 3 minus 0, and you know the value of y2, which is 5. And now you know the value of y1, which is negative 1. So you're just supposed to put it down. Okay, 3 minus 0 is 3. It becomes 3 square, 5 minus minus 1. So it will become positive 1. So after this, it becomes 6 square, 3 square, 9. Because 3 square is 9, 6 square is 36. So the answer will be square root 45. And you take out the value from the calculator, it will be 6.71. Now here is another one more important thing. The distance you can see after putting square root, the answer will be 6.71 plus minus. But we are ignoring the minus sign. Why? Because distance will always be in positive. Okay, that's a major difference. Now after distance, we are moving towards a midpoint of these two coordinates. Now what is the meaning of the midpoint? Midpoint mean, let's suppose you have a one single line over here is of 8 centimeter. If I need to find the midpoint lies over here. Okay, 4 centimeter from the start and 4 centimeter from the end. So this is the midpoint. So what we are doing to find the midpoints, we are just dividing 8 by 2, so we can easily identify the midpoint over here. But in coordinates, there's it's not simply work like that way. So we are supposed to apply this formula, which is x1 plus x2 divided by 2 comma y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Because midpoint is also a coordinate, that's why we are getting our answer in the form of x comma y. So again we are supposed to put down the values. We know that the value of x1 is 0, x2 will be 3, and y1 will be minus 1, y2 will be 5. How do I identify it? Because the previous one we have the coordinates a and b. So that's why we know the value of x1, x2, y1, y2. The coordinates will always be given to you. So that's how the examiner will be given to you the question of midpoint. Then he will give you the coordinates and he will ask you to find the midpoint of it. Now after putting it, the answer is 3 upon 2, 4 upon 2. So you get 1.5 comma 2. So this is the midpoint of the coordinates A and B. And as you can see in your graph, so this is the midpoint. It lies between these two points. The distance of this thing will be equal. Let's suppose the distance is A. So distance of from this point will also be A. That's the main thing. Now, after finding the midpoint, we are moving towards a gradient. Gradient is also called a slope of a line. So that means it's a ratio of rise upon run. This is a line which is inclined. Okay. So if the line is inclined and it is making some sort of angle with the horizontal surface, that means it may have a gradient. So it's a ratio of rise upon run. So what we are supposed to do, we are going to apply the formula for the gradient, which is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That is the formula for the gradient. Okay, now just we are supposed to put down the values of y2, y1, x2, x1, and we can easily get our gradient, which will be 2, 5 minus 1 upon 3 minus 1. So 5 plus 1 upon 3, the answer is 6 upon 3, and we can simplify these both, so the gradient will be 2. So far we have discussed about the distance and the midpoint and then the gradient. Now in the last one we are discussing about the equation of these two coordinates. The how can we find the equation of AB? If the examiner asks you to find the equation of AB, so what we are supposed to do? Now there is one single scenario. In this scenario, what is happening over here is, if the examiner asks you to find the equation of line AB and the graph is already given to you. Okay, now the graph is already given to you. The two most important thing in equation are gradient and c. This is the equation of a straight line, y equals to mx plus c. You are only supposed to put down the values of m and c. Okay, if you know the value of m, if you know the value of c, just put down and you will form an equation. Okay, now we are moving toward that scenario in which we are given a graph of it. So let's suppose you are given a graph of it and you know that the point a over here, b over here. Okay, now m is the gradient. How you can find the m? By applying the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. You have already did it. But when it comes to c, c means y-intercept. What does it mean, y-intercept? Y-intercept mean when your line intersect at y-axis. So the line in this particular graph, the line is intersecting y-axis at 1. So the value of c will be 1 over here for this particular equation. If the graph is given to you, so you are only supposed to just identify it by seeing the graph, that at which point my line is intersecting y-axis. Okay, this is simple. But let's suppose the graph is not given. Okay, and you are only given with the coordinates a 0 comma minus 1, b 3 comma 5. You can easily find the gradient by applying the formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. We have already done it, that's why I'm not doing it again. So I've just put down the value of m over here. So I'll be using this, m equals to 2. So I'm writing equation y equals to mx plus c, and I'm putting the value of m, which was 2. Okay, now for the value of c, it depends on me whether I can use this coordinate or this coordinate. The answer will be same. If I use a 0 comma minus 1, same. B 3 comma 5, the answer of c will remain same. It doesn't change. So I am using 0 comma minus 1, 0 for x, minus 1 for y. So that's why I written minus 1 over here, 0 over here. So I completely solved it. Now the answer of c is minus 1. So I can easily write my equation y equals to 2x minus 1. This will be my equation of a straight line for AB. Okay, so that's it for today's video. We have discussed distance, midpoint, gradient, and afterwards we have discussed equation. Thank you so much.